JT Torres, the red ankle band, PJ Barch on our right here.
Coming into this bracket, PJ Barch expressed a lot of confidence. Here he's up against the under 77 kilogram division champion. JT Torres has not been scored on in ADCC since 2011, Chase.
That's a ridiculous stat. Yeah, JT, so composed. Never opens the gap at all. I think he has some of the cleanest jiu-jitsu and grappling, wrestling, everything really in any category here this weekend. Really is precise. One of the hardest workers in the room, and we are in a pretty tough room today, Jake.
Oh, absolutely. It'll be interesting to see what kind of strategy PJ Barch employs, given the fact that JT is such an accomplished wrestler.
Actually spoke to PJ Barch at 10th Planet Oceanside. I went there a couple weeks ago to film some of their training and stuff, and he said prior to this ADCC World Championships, he just went into trials thinking, I'll wrestle and submit. He didn't really care about strategy, wasn't too concerned about the points or scoring systems. He just said, I'll just take them down and submit. That's what matters. Then he didn't quite get the results he wanted at trials, made it fairly far, that's why he's here today, and he put a renewed interest in doing the homework, doing the study, and talking to people who've had success. So he's much more clued in now on not just what you need to do as a grappler, but as a strategist coming into ADCC.
That is the kind of strategy you're going to need to beat a strategist like JT Torres.
JT with the level change there. Yeah, nicely done by PJ though with a good sprawl. Little throw by from
and here
PJ
we go.
on a single here, going out of bounds. Good look though from PJ Barch. Both men not afraid to fire up some shots early. I like that. Sometimes we see a match where no one commits to a takedown until points. Here we're seeing some action. Oh, and they reset with the single leg in play, but JT's out of there quick.
Immediately stomps his foot to the ground. Ooh, oh, looking for a duck under. JT remaining very active in this match. Not too uncharacteristic for JT anyways, but figured I'd share. Referee calling for a little bit more action out of both competitors. PJ Barch invited to trials by Mo Jassim. And what an opportunity in front of him, right, Chase? I mean, didn't get the result he wanted at the last possible qualifying event, and yet finds himself here at the world final against the reigning world champ. What an absolute ride that would be if he were to come out victorious here, huh?
Yeah, that would be something. Certainly a credit for Mo Jassim knowing how to pick him, but JT in on a great shot. That's a classic move from JT Torres. It's one of probably his favorite takedown in his arsenal.
And it's such an intelligent takedown too, Chase, because it mitigates the possibility of turtling up. When you end up already covering the hips of your opponent, he lands oftentimes in this position, this double butterfly or half guard or even closed guard in some instances. And that is such a great spot to end up. It guarantees that 75% of your opponent's back is on the mat, and
PJ scrambles back to the feet. It's kind of rare for JT to have to do things twice in this game. Usually he's pretty much one by one knocking them off by the numbers, but Good work by PJ Barch. Still no points yet. We are approaching, though, rapidly the 5-minute mark.
You know, that's what makes this such an interesting matchup, though, Chase, is this is a very good jiu-jitsu-based wrestler in PJ Barch. Does he have the experience ADCC of JT? No, but it still makes for an interesting dynamic. And we just saw one of the fruits of that dynamic right now. PJ Barch right back up to his feet. One thing I'd like to note is that JT oftentimes stands completely square with his opponents. Not completely square, but borderline completely square, and that enables him to, more often than not, quickly stuff takedown attempts, whereas I feel like most wrestlers, based off of my experience watching, might adopt more of a one leg forward, one leg back sort of stance.
JT's cardio seems to be absolutely insane right now. He's not even breathing hard. That's like a drop of sweat on him yet. It's crazy.
Still breathing mostly out of his nose. One thing many people have said is a huge characteristic of JT Torres is how strong he is, like how physically strong JT Torres is a huge factor to play into his game. A little bit of crazy action on the other mat. Crowd is getting wild for...
Or all the way off it, if you'd rather.
That's very true. Mat 3 is actually not on mat 3. It's on sidewalk 3.
Meanwhile, though...
Oh, big shot for PJ Barch!
Double.
Takes down JT Torres! And lands right in side control. And Chase, that might be a clean takedown.
That's a
He ran
four-point score right there
inside
for
control.
PJ Barch.
The very first person to score on JT Torres in 11 years, Chase.
This is quite a deficit to make up for JT Torres.
And a great elevation. PJ Barch is in a great spot here. JT right back in on a takedown. And we'll see the intensity kick up out of the champ here.
Yeah, JT's going to turn it on now. He knows he's got to leave it all on the mats in this match. There is no more game planning for tomorrow. But we know JT has the ability to secure a takedown and go straight to the back.
We haven't seen JT in this spot yet either, Chase. Like, this is a precarious position for the champ to be in. And PJ Barch staying right in his face as well, not giving him an inch to potentially potentially take the match back. Shooting for a takedown, stuffed by PJ.
PJ on the neck now. JT looking for a little duck under, but PJ may be able to counter this.
JT Torres now on his back. We'll see if the game plan for PJ is going to be to keep him on his back and not let him back up to his feet, where the wrestling might become a factor once again. Oh, JT throwing an omoplata. It's going to be hard to finish an omoplata in no-gi.
He's got a pretty good bite on that thing, though. He's trying to roll for a sweep, but PJ is able to escape. JT throwing the kitchen sink at PJ here, but the 10th Planet representative only needs to hang on for a minute 15 seconds to pull off the biggest upset we've seen all day.
Oh, another inside trip opportunity. It's met with an underhook, but he still might be able to finish this. Gets his leg right out of it. The defense of PJ Barch is coming in clutch here at the end.
There's a negative that's been awarded to PJ Barch. Just noticed that. I'm not sure when that popped up.
That's going to take the score down
just to
3-0. And those of you guys who are watching on the multicam on FloGrappling.com have been in for a treat. Wagner Rocha and Pedro Mourinho coming down to the wire. 4 minutes of overtime left on that match. And over here, PJ Barch is 20 seconds away from taking out the king of the under 77 kilogram division.
Two negatives have been awarded in total to PJ Barch. A takedown for JT would tie it, but I don't think there's going to be enough time. We're at 6 seconds.
From falling short at West Coast Trials to being invited and now to taking out the champ, PJ Barch is going to Sunday.
Wow, what a story. What a story for PJ Barch.
Oh my goodness. Can tell JT Torres a little disappointed with the way the match went. He looked like an immovable object for most of the match.